My name is Rohit Dua, and this article that I'm going to discuss, the three phases of trauma or suffering. Now, in this article or blog, I've covered the three phases of emotional experience which any and every human soul goes through. At a time when we come face to face with any traumatic event or our own devils, emotions are extremely volatile. In this article or blog, I have made an attempt to classify this human response into three phases. I hope and wish that anyone and everyone who reads this article or whoever is watching this video finds it an interesting read. Feedback of any kind is always welcome. It helps someone like me to learn from my own mistakes. However, for me to identify those mistakes, the reader needs to point those mistakes to me and makes me aware of the same. And that's what I hope anyone who's watching this video would do. The three phases of trauma or suffering. I published this article online in June 2012. The 78 cards of the tarot deck correspond and accumulate all the experiences any human soul goes through in one lifetime. Emotions like love, pain, suffering, and happiness are universal and generic. What someone felt eons ago is the same what we feel or experience as of today. When it comes to emotions and matters of the heart, nothing much changes. The emotional crests and troughs of life are universal and never changing. Irrespective how advanced or ruthless the human soul gets, any problem or traumatic situation we go through is difficult to accept or acknowledge at the start. Whether it is a child or a full-grown adult, it is not easy to be receptive in difficult situations. The human heart is extremely greedy and foolish. We all crave for good things and situations which make us happy, even though we know that problems are staring at us beneath our feet. Personally, I would classify or categorize this entire experience into three phases. The first phase is where we come face to face with the issue or the consequences we will have to face. This is a period when we go through shock, but we are still unwilling to accept the problems and acknowledge its presence. We believe that ignoring the issue or pretending that everything is fine will help us overcome this issue. This is a phase of denial and illusion where we believe our foolishness will actually help us survive through this. The second phase. We are helplessly stuck up in the sinking sand. That's the phase of realization or acceptance. We do not know how to come out of this mess, neither do we know whether there is a way to save ourselves. At this phase, we have gone through the initial phase of humiliation and dirty gossip. Gossip will prosper as long as human beings survive and exist. We as Homo sapiens love disgusting things, and gossip is just one of those pleasures we cherish, even though we know how disastrous gossip can get.